Ancient humans did not all marry at 12, but some girls did. So, how young did ancient humans actually marry? The real answer changes depending on whether we are discussing hunter gatherers 20,000 years ago, farmers in Mesopotamia, citizens of Athens, Egyptian villagers, or aristocrats in Rome. It changes again depending on whether marriage means a childhood engagement, a legal contract, a wedding ceremony, moving into the husband's household, beginning sexual relations, or having a first child. Modern summaries usually crush them into one number. For most of prehistory, we do not know. Among many later ancient societies, women commonly married somewhere from their mid-teens into their early 20s, while men often married several years later. Yet, in particular cultures, especially among elites, girls could be formally married at 12, occasionally even promised much earlier. The youngest legal possibility was not always the normal age. Delayed consummation does not transform childhood betrothal into personal freedom, but it prevents us from treating every engagement as proof that a 9-year-old was already living as a wife. To begin, we need to destroy the most persistent myth. Ancient people did not have to marry at 13 because everyone died at 30. Average life expectancy at birth was brutally low, but infant and childhood deaths dragged that average downward. If 10 people die as babies and 10 survive to 60, the average is 30. This does not mean everyone reaches 30, hears a bell, and falls over. An ancient person who survived childhood could live into middle or old age, but adulthood was not a 5-year emergency squeezed between puberty and death. For the earliest humans, marriage itself becomes difficult to define. Pair bonds almost certainly existed long before writing. Human children require years of care, and stable partnerships can help organize food, protection, kinship, and parental investment. But a pair bond is not automatically a legal marriage. A camp 40,000 years ago had no courthouse. It still had relatives. Those relatives may have recognized a union, exchanged gifts, approved a partner, arranged residence, or treated children as belonging to particular kin groups. A marriage can exist socially without paperwork. The problem is that social recognition does not fossilize. Archaeologists can find two adults buried together and still cannot prove they were spouses. Ancient DNA may reveal that a man and woman had children, but parenthood does not reveal whether they married, loved each other, lived together permanently, or spent most evenings arguing over who had misplaced the scraper. So claims that Stone Age girls universally married at 12 are inventions. No dataset supports that precision.